Hi you guys, welcome back to Creatively Crafted Life. My name is Melanie and oops, I did it again. I made a mess. You guys, you're going to get so sick of hearing this because this is just the way I roll. I craft and craft and craft, and I craft with abandon and, you know, have piles everywhere. Not real good about the recycling. Purchases, stuff on the floor. It's pretty disgusting. I'm ashamed to admit it, but I am owning up to it. And so before we do more of a deep delve into my stash and start figuring out what stuff I want to keep, repurpose, move around, etc., I need to deal with this. So if you've watched any of my organization videos before, you know the first thing I always tell you to do is clean the desk. And that is what I am going to tackle next. Whether that means just taking everything and shoving it into a basket, that may be what I do. And it's amazing what a clean desk does to your ability to think and breathe and deal with stuff. So anything that has an obvious place to go or home to go, like, you know, my paper trimmer, these are projects, they've got a place to go, will go, and everything else I am just going to throw in a bin and we'll deal with it later. I'm going to put a 15-minute timer on and come back and show you where I'm at. Okay, 15 minutes later, not too bad. But I do have some problems. Namely, my table tidies are getting awfully full, and I have some loose die cuts and stuff that need to, you know, just need the time to put them in my die cut binder and stuff. And I have a new item that I am going to place on my desk in an effort to alleviate some of the stuff sitting in the table tidies. So let me pull that out and show you what I bought. Okay, I got sidetracked. I had to empty the garbage, which means I had to vacuum the floor, which means now I'm out of breath, and now I'm back to showing you what I purchased. So from scrapbook.com, they have some of their own organization lines, and one of the items they carry is this 360-degree craft tower. I think you can get it in different shades maybe. I just got the clear acrylic, just like the one pictured here, and I didn't have a plan. But I figured I could clear up some of the stuff from my table tidy on here. I used to have a Lazy Susan on, actually I used to have about 3 Lazy Susans on my desk, but they were really large. And this one does not take up nearly as much space. Like, I think the other ones were probably about that big, and I had 3 of them. I'm hoping that it'll free up some of the stuff from the table tidy and just kind of, you know, give me a little bit more breathing room on here. I don't know. We'll see. Worst comes to worst, I move this elsewhere in my space. But I think it has potential. I also have a unit just over here. It's like a display rack, and I thought it would be a little more functional when I purchased it. It was from Tonic Studios, I think. It's designed to hold like their Nouveau drops. And I thought, oh, that'd be perfect. But it's really awkward to get at the things behind because it's meant to be a sales display. The idea is you pick from the front and everything shifts down, so it doesn't work very well. So I am 99% sure that is leaving my craft space. So if nothing else, this can go there if I don't like it on my desk, because I think this will be way more functional as it spins. So there is some assembly required, so let's me get doing that. Oh, and I did purchase this on Black Friday, so I've obviously had it for a while. Again, I was not in the organization frame of mind the last few months. I've been busy crafting, which is good. I think it's good to actually do that, not just spend all our time organizing. Okay, there are some little rings here. I'm not sure what those are for, to hold the shelves in place. Okay, we've got one tray. This, I'm guessing, is the base. And this would be the top, and I think this is the Lazy Susan, maybe? Helps if I read the instructions right. I've seen a few other crafters have this in their space, so, you know, I figured why not give it a try. It was on sale. It was like $15 for the entire unit, so yeah, that was a pretty decent deal for an acrylic piece. Usually acrylic items are expensive, it seems, unless you get them like from the Dollar Tree or something like that. Okay, so insert one center panel. So there's two center panels. It says take one and insert to the holes of the spinning base plate. Is this. So there are holes. You can see there's 4. So we will insert this. It's got a slot going this way, and the picture has, the diagram has it going up. So I think we just do it like so. And then we will take the second one and flip the notch going down. So they should just slide right into each other like that. Carefully flip the unit over and affix the 4 silicone rings into the ends of the center panels to hold them in place. Okay, so it says carefully flip this over. That's the Lazy Susan part. I'm not sure if it was supposed to be loose like that, but okay. It's not very clear from here. I'll show you the diagram. It just says carefully flip the unit over and affix 4 silicone rings onto the ends of the center panels to hold them in place. I don't think this gets attached to the bottom at all, like this piece. I think you just attach the silicone rings just to the end. That will prevent them from sliding out. Okay, now it says flip it over again. Okay, so just keep in mind this bottom piece is not attached in any way that I can tell. Okay, the next instructions say flip the unit over and attach the 4 shelves at any position of your choosing with the lipped edge facing up. So we get 4 of these. And you want the lipped edge facing up so that it catches whatever's in them. It does not look like you can have 2 at the exact same size. You have to either go up, down, or up one or down one. You can't have them at the same level. The notches aren't big enough to hold 2. Now to secure these, you're just going to run those silicone bands along the connecting pieces. So you'll see there's connecting pieces here and there. And I have no idea what I'm putting where, so I'm just going to put them in temporarily, and I will do the silicone bands once I figure out what I want to go where. Okay, insert the top rack piece onto the 4 centerpiece panel. So that's just going to go like so. And again, we're going to fix some rings around those to make sure they won't go anywhere. And that is pretty much it. It looks like it's just over 12 inches, 12 and a bit, so not too big. And the diameter is probably about 9 inches maybe. I'm sure the dimensions are on the website. I don't think they have them here on the instructions, no. Okay, so I am just going to slot these silicone rings on to secure everything, figure out what I want to put on here, and I'll come back and show you how I filled this up. Well, this is what it looks like so far. I've got some extra adhesives, some punches, my crochet thread, some extra clips on the bottom level. Up here I've got some SD cards, my blocks, some toothpicks, chapstick, and some washi tape I've been currently using, some squares for samples when I get new inks and stuff. This is a piece of equipment for filming. I don't know if I'm going to keep it or not. And then this is kind of like my odds and ends junk drawer. And then here are those rings. So it's not full, and I'm okay with that. I don't mind having this maybe someplace where I could put current stuff that I'm working on. Like if I pull certain supplies and stuff, I could store them on here. So this will work for now. All I have left to sort out are these bins here with a lot of die cuts and stuff, so I gotta pull out my die cut binders. And then other than that, I think the desk we're gonna call done. And I do have one other piece that I want to add to my desk. So another purchase, another Black Friday purchase, which I will show you here after I get all these die cuts put away. Wow, you guys, what a difference a few minutes will make, hey? Well, probably a little more than a few minutes, if I'm honest. But I'm really happy with how my desk has turned out. This here is definitely going to be a work in progress. And as I figure out exactly what I want to go there. But in the meantime, it has alleviated some of the pressure from my table tidies. So I'm much more pleased with that. I am going to get a couple more of these add-ons to put on this side. I've been using this cup from IKEA. It doesn't hold both of them, and I don't have another one that I like well enough, and it flops off a little easier than the table tidies. So I'm going to get 2 more of those. I think they're coming shortly, and I will add them, one for each of my heat guns, and that should be situated. Now, you also have noticed my new addition. This is a glass magnetic board. It is from Glass Board Studio. I will include a link. No affiliation, nothing like that, although I know quite a few crafters that have purchased them and do have discount codes, so if this is something you're interested in, check them out. I think Sprinkled with Glitter is one, and Mary Polanco maybe is another one who has a code. Don't quote me on it, but definitely, you know, do a Google search or something, and I'm sure you'll find something. I bought mine on the Black Friday sale. So the reason why I did this was because you've heard me often complain about how I often don't have any space to craft, and I'm going to be treating this as my designated crafting area, and then everything else can pile around. It does have an edge, so it will be a very clear delineation. The only thing I'm worried about is what you can see here is the reflections. So I'm not too sure how this is going to work for filming. We may have to put something down over top of it just to reduce the glare and reflections. I don't know. We'll see. I did mention that it is magnetic, and so I have some magnets here. And what is nice about that is that it will hold your papers in place. I mean, not hard as, you know, like not rock solid, but enough that if I'm ink blending and stuff like that, I don't have to worry about taping it down, which I'm really excited about. So that is my desk. I'm sure it'll only stay this clean for about 5 minutes, but right now I feel good about where I'm at. I do have a little pile of miscellaneous products that I'm going to try and use up, I think. And I do have some scraps and pre-cut panels that I need to deal with. That's another video that will be coming up hopefully shortly if my idea pans out. Okay, I'm rambling on long enough. Thank you so much for joining me, and until next time, happy organizing.